up, guys? Figured that since I did a Olympia predictions video and I was pretty wrong, I should probably do a follow video. So obviously I'm sure you guys will know that Phil Heath without question won his 6th Olympia title. I didn't expect him to show up as good as he looked. He looked incredible Friday night, and they've called Phil Mr. Saturday Night for the last few years because on Saturday nights he just really brings it home, and as long as he wins on Saturday nights, he's usually good. And he's gotten beat the last few Friday nights. This year he won both nights, hands down. And I was like a little kid waiting to watch the Olympia this year because obviously I had to go to bed to be at work early the next morning. It doesn't start until 10 a.m. on the East Coast, or 10 p.m. on the East Coast. So I woke up and I was like, I gotta check my phone, the laptop out. So I'm sitting there eating breakfast at like 3 a.m. and I got the laptop going. I'm trying to find pictures, and I'm on my phone too, and I got videos going, and just trying to see how everybody looked. And Phil absolutely looked incredible when he came out, even by himself. I was like, boom, that's it, slam dunk, because you could just tell, he's competed so many times. You could just tell when he came out, even by himself, that he was on point, and he won hands down. Even the scorecard showed that when he posted it a couple days later. It's funny because everybody's obviously entitled to their own opinion, but like in my mind, and obviously in the judge's mind, and a lot of people's minds, people were there, you're watching like the people's webcasts and reviews and stuff like that, they all say that he won hands down, and I could tell as soon as he walked out. And like even showing pictures to my wife was like, oh my god, like look how massive he is, like look how big his legs are. When he would hit like some of his front poses, like his most muscular pose, like his thighs are like still touching even when he spreads his legs. Like they're crazy huge now, and he looked just incredible at 250 pounds. Honestly, I think if he said he weighed more than that, it's believable. He looked enormous. But with that being said, people have their own opinions, and I'm in the gym yesterday and I hear people saying like, oh, it's all this politics, and he shouldn't have won, and Kevin shouldn't have been in last place or whatever. Like, fair is fair. Kevin Levrone didn't bring his mid 90s, even early 2000s physique before he retired 13 years ago. He took that long layoff from training and lost a lot of muscle. Yeah, he made incredible progress for a 52-year-old, 53-year-old man in 6 months' time. But and he did look absolutely awesome. But he didn't beat anybody. Like his legs were way down. Everybody's legs beat his. So of course he deservingly got last place or tied for 16th because they don't score all the way to the end. But they did let him do a posing routine, which was awesome. And I know he got a standing ovation from the crowd, which is amazing. And it was really good, like for bodybuilding, and as a bodybuilding fan to see it, it was pretty awesome. But like politics aside, I think like the physiques really speak for themselves. That Phil definitely won. Sean was definitely not as good as Phil. Rami was not as good as Dexter or Sean or Phil. Rami got 4th, and it was great. Surprisingly, William Bonac getting 5th. He's like I think he's a couple inches shorter, but looks a lot like Kai Green's physique with the low lats and the dreads and just the legs. And he's got a really good physique on him. So 5th place at the Olympia, like props to him. He beat a lot of talented people. You got Victor Martinez all the way down to like 11th place, and he's an incredible bodybuilder with a great physique. He won a pro show this year to go to the Olympia, and still like that's how packed the lineup was. So people can say whatever they want, but in my mind, like Phil definitely won and shut up a lot of people, including myself, who had doubts in him. And honestly, if he had shown up like the last 2 years on Friday night and left the door open to be beat, I think he would have gotten beaten. I think he knows too. He's got to slam the door on Friday nights now, and otherwise he's going to get beat. And in a couple years, he's going to really have some people coming after him, as they mature more and develop more. But he's still really young and looks like he's going to win for a while. But you never know what's going to happen. But he's at 6 straight. He's in the elite category now with Mr. Olympias, with Dorian, Ronnie, Lee Haney and Arnold, so who have 6, 7, and 8 themselves. So really nothing you can take away from Phil. The one knock on Phil is really kind of his personality. You know, just you know, making a couple of jabs about Kevin's legs on stage, and just little things I think that turn people off to him, because you know, while he should be confident, he really borders along the lines of like arrogance. You know, so I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like watching his stuff, his videos, see what he's doing. He is the champ, you know. But I think he just rubs a lot of people the wrong way. That's my personal opinion. I've never met him, you know, but everybody else I've met has always been really humble and really nice and down to earth. You know, like Sean Roden, when I met Dallas, meeting Jay, meeting Ronnie. They're all the same with that humble, down to earth, and Phil doesn't seem that way. So I don't know, but I was wrong. I'm willing to say I was wrong. I was hopeful that Kevin was going to do better, but I'd never seen his legs. You know, the whole time he was getting ready for the show, I'd never seen his legs. And of course, he did have a knee injury and the torn pec before the show. And, you know, props to him for his commitment to doing the show. But we'll see what happens next year now that Super Bowl bodybuilding has passed for 2016. We got to wait almost another year until the next one. And I'm just hoping that maybe the next one or the following one I'll be able to get to go, because that would be incredible. That's the, you know, it's on my, I guess my bodybuilding bucket list, is to go to the Olympia. So anyways, as always, I appreciate you all for watching. You know, like, subscribe, share the videos, and keep the questions coming, and I'll keep putting out more content for you guys. Thanks again.